joining me in the studio is Rob Parsons, our Chief Foreign Editor. Robert, what exactly are these findings telling us?
Well, I mean, this is a truly awful story. It's not just coming from Human Rights Watch. Even before Human Rights Watch published this report, there were complaints made last year by rapporteurs for the United Nations, which were sent to Saudi Arabia, and very recently as well, the International Organization for Migration's Missing Migrants Project. Both the latter and Human Rights Watch are talking about anything between 650 and 800 documented cases in which Saudi security forces have killed either through small arms fire or through explosive weapons like mortars or artillery, men, women and children, all of them defenseless, trying to cross the border into Saudi Arabia from Yemen, most of them, as the report just said, Ethiopians. One of the authors of the report, the Human Rights Watch report, described the findings as obscene. And remember, this too is a woman who spends her time documenting just these sort of incidents, migrants trying to cross borders. She said she had never come across anything like it in her experience. Some of those reports we heard about migrants who had just been released by the Saudi forces after they'd allegedly crossed the border from Yemen into Saudi Arabia. They walked about another kilometre towards the border with Yemen to go back, and just before they managed to get back, allegedly the Saudi security forces started shelling them with artillery fire and other weapons. It was raining ammunition, fire, said one of the people who was there at that moment. Absolutely extraordinary accusations being made against the Saudis.
And what has been the response from the Saudis as a result?
Well, these are very, very serious accusations that are being made. What appears to be a systematic pattern of large-scale, indiscriminate cross-border killings using artillery shelling and small arms fire by Saudi security forces against migrants. So, I mean, the question that arises is, was this part of a deliberate policy by the Saudi government to kill migrants trying to cross into the country? That is a very serious accusation to make and would amount to a crime against humanity. The Saudis are categorically denying it at this stage. But the evidence that's building up is going to be very, very hard to brush off, with Human Rights Watch talking to 42 witnesses, many who are actually there themselves when the attacks happened. They've got photographs, they've got video. We saw the graves by the side of some of these tracks across the border, which have multiplied in recent times. But this too at a time when Saudi Arabia is beginning to come back in from the cold, is being rehabilitated. It's almost 5 years since Jamal Khashoggi, the Saudi dissident, was killed at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, murdered and dismembered. And for a long time, Saudi Arabia was, as President Biden of the United States put it, a pariah in the international community. Not anymore. Saudi Arabia has been coming back with sports washing, where it's pouring, billions and billions of dollars into big global events to improve its image around the world. Joe Biden going to Saudi Arabia, despite everything he said about Saudi Arabia being a pariah last year. And now we've got Rishi Sunak, the British Prime Minister, saying he is going to welcome Mohammed bin Salman, the Saudi Crown Prince, anytime soon. So this comes at a very bad time for the Saudis. Brushing this off is not going to be easy.
Rob Parsons, thank you.